Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. Wherever you may be, this is Steve from Cagayan Valley, Isabella, and I hope you're having a wonderful day today. These are just 5 tips I'd like to share with the expats that are either in the Philippines now or thinking of moving there. I've thought about these for a little while now, and I think they would help almost anyone to have a more enjoyable time while in the Philippines. One of the first things when moving here to the Philippines I found is that you must have patience. When I arrived back in 2010, I was told we needed to be somewhere at a certain time. Being that I'm from a military background, I would check my watch frequently to make sure that I'm not going to be late. Let's just say we were to be at a party at, say, 1400. Well, by 1300, I was getting a shower and getting ready to go, and I know it takes 15 minutes to get to town, so I'm assuming we'll at least leave the house by 1340 at the latest. So there I am, I'm 1340, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go. I look over and my wife's not even ready to go yet. She hadn't taken a shower. I say, "Hey honey, what time was the party supposed to start?" "Oh darling, 1400. 1400, we're going to be late, honey." But she replies, "Don't worry, we'll be fine." So sure enough, after arriving about an hour later than what we were scheduled to be there, it's like we're one of the first people to show up. Good thing I was the one keeping track of time, right? Since that day, I've not worn a watch in the Philippines. I just simply follow along and usually wait until all the others have gotten ready, and after everybody else gets ready, I go and get my shower and come out and be ready to leave. Filipinos have their own time, and it's not governed by any mechanical instrument on the wall or on your wrist. It's called Filipino time. Also, going anywhere in the Philippines is going to take you time. You might as well just sit back and enjoy the ride. The traffic here has to be some of the worst traffic I've ever had to endure. Just to go a mere short distance, if you get caught in traffic, it's going to take you forever to get there. The internet is near about non-existent at times. The Philippines has some of the slowest internet speeds of any of the countries I've visited in the Middle East or Southeast Asia. It has to be, many people want it addressed, but the government still hasn't found a way to get this corrected yet. If you're in the province, you can expect slower speeds, as we're still trying to catch up with the developing countries. These are just a few examples where your patience will be tested and worn thin while in the Philippines. If you can learn to go with the flow, you will find you'll have a much greater time here. The second thing I can think of would be that you must approach the Philippines with an open mind. You're going to most likely experience a culture shock once stepping off the plane in, say, Manila or any of the other international terminals you may land in. One of the first things that's going to hit you is going to be the heat when stepping off the plane. I thought, being from Lower Alabama, that this would be one of the least of my worries. I have to admit it, buddy. This Filipino heat, it sure beats any dog day of summer I ever went through in the U.S. It is extremely hot and humid here. The summer months are just brutal. If you can learn to be Filipino and you find a cool place to rest in the afternoon, just take a little nap, I'm pretty sure you'll be following that example before long. Filipino foods also require an open-minded person. Although I like some of them, the others can be quite shocking. Filipinos are not a wasteful people. They will use most anything to make food out of. Do not be surprised when seeing someone barbecue or asking for a barbecue that they're actually using chicken intestines as the barbecue meat. When you're in the market, you may go down there and you may see these buckets of blood. They're pig blood. They're made from making dinuguan. Dinuguan is a special pig's blood stew that they make, and the Ilocanos is very popular there. Thirdly, I would say you must be prepared to rough it at some time. Manila, Cebu, Angeles City, Davao, maybe not as much, but as you leave the city areas and go into the province, there are not as many amenities as one might be used to. Simple things as like not having ATM, a hot shower, toilet paper in the restrooms, and the brownouts can just be tough. Then you got all the noise, the barking dogs, the roosters crowing in the morning to wake you up. You'll soon realize you're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. The fourth thing I'd like to mention is to be observant. This not only applies to learning some of the culture and the language, but also for your safety. It's a good practice to try and pick up the local dialect where you're at. Learn to interact with those around you. Observe the practices and participate with them. I'm not talking about going out and finding the nearest table and all the drunks are sitting around. Get out. Go see what's around you and enjoy yourself. I follow a simple rule taught to me during my military days, and that is just always stay alert, stay alive. Finally, and the most important of all, I feel, is to allow yourself a game plan. Make sure you're prepared for the future, whatever it may be. If you're contemplating a move, try it for 3 months. After that is finished, evaluate the situation and see where the pros and cons lie. Maybe you like it. Maybe you find yourself looking to go back to the Western ways of doing things. Although the Philippines is a great place, and I feel to live, it may not be to everyone's liking. The Philippines is wrought with natural disasters. We're on what they call the ring of fire, so make sure you have your plans ready if and when one of those disasters strikes. We ourselves have been through typhoons and earthquakes, and luckily we have not had to use our escape plans as yet. Just remember to always have an exit plan. No matter if you're married here or if you're visiting here for the first time, knowing what your plans are can make a huge difference in you being able to remain calm during a tough situation. So, to sum it up, patience. We all need a little in our lives. Come in with an open mind. Don't keep the doors and windows closed on a sunny day. It might be rough, but I guarantee you can make it. Observe your surroundings. You might just find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And finally, plan wisely so you can enjoy your time here in the Philippines. I hope I've provided you, whether new or old to the Philippines, 5 useful tips here. If you've enjoyed these tips, or you know of others, please comment below. If you like this video chat, click that thumbs up button and then share it with a friend. It might be just the advice they need today. Thank you, and I hope we'll see you on our next video.